Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. I&R spoilers Monday, July 15. Exes squabble, in family fighting, night terror. Young and the Restless. I&R spoilers for Monday, July 15 indicate the week will kick off with a bang in the land of Genoa City. Next on Young and the Restless, two exes squabble, while there's fighting within a family company, and someone relives a nightmare. Read on below to find out about what will unfold during Monday's show. Summer Newman lashes out at Kyle Abbott. I&R spoilers reveal that Summer Newman, Allison Lanier, and Kyle Abbott, Michael Mealer, will get into a tiff while at Society. During the preview for the week of July 15, a scene is shown where Summer lashes out at Kyle when she finds out that he's headed to Paris. She may have overheard a conversation between him and someone else as she references a trip for two to Paris, and then retorts to Kyle by saying, "You really have lost your mind, haven't you?" Is Kyle headed to Paris for some glissade business with Audra Charles, Zulika Silver? Sounds like it, but it also sounds like this will rub Summer the wrong way, even though it shouldn't. I&R spoilers. Newman in family fighting. Across town at Crimson, I&R spoilers suggest that Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, and Victoria Newman, Amelia Heinel, will lament over how Victor Newman, Eric Braden, has gotten his way. It sounds like they'll hear the news about Adam Newman, Mark Grossman, being called up to act as Newman Media's CEO. Nikki will be furious with this move as the moustache is booting her from her role at the company, at least for the interim. Still, will their marriage survive if she finds out what he's really up to? I&R spoilers. Sharon Newman's nightmare. Lastly, I&R spoilers imply that Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, will have a terrible nightmare while taking a nap on the couch in her home. She'll wake up in horror, and the I&R preview video for the week of July 15 shows her jumping up from her deep sleep, questioning, "What's happening to me?" Sharon is spiraling from the change in her meds, but will she be okay or end up crossing a dire line? Is something bigger at play here? Which storyline are you most interested in seeing on Monday? Join the conversation below. Catch I&R on CBS Daily so you don't miss a moment in Genoa City, and visit SOS often for the best Young and the Restless news, updates, and spoilers. For more about what's happening on your favorite soaps and more ways to connect with us, join the conversation on our Facebook page, check out our Twitter feed, look for an update on our Instagram, follow us on Threads, always stay up to date with us on Google News, or drop us an email @HERD. See you there. The sun had barely begun its ascent, casting a warm golden hue over the Newman ranch, when Victoria Newman received the text that set her day off to a tumultuous start. The message was from Billy Abbott, and it wasn't pleasant. *, we need to talk. Now, *. Victoria sighed deeply, already sensing the looming storm. She knew Billy well enough to recognize that tone. Something had rattled him, and it wouldn't be an easy conversation. Her thoughts briefly wandered to Johnny and Katie, hoping they wouldn't be caught in the crossfire of whatever drama was brewing. Across town, in the penthouse, Adam Newman was dealing with his own set of problems. Chelsea had dropped Connor off early with a brief but pointed warning about keeping their son out of whatever schemes Adam was concocting. Adam, however, was less concerned about Chelsea's disapproval and more focused on a cryptic message he had received overnight. It hinted at a potential threat to his tenuous hold over Newman Enterprises. Morning champ, Adam greeted Connor with forced cheeriness as he set out a bowl of cereal for his son. Connor, perceptive as ever, eyed his father suspiciously. "Dad, are you in trouble again?" the boy asked, his voice tinged with worry. Adam forced a smile. "Nothing I can't handle, buddy. Don't you worry about a thing." Meanwhile, at Crimson Lights, Sharon Rosales was juggling orders and brewing coffee when Maria walked in, looking frazzled. Sharon's maternal instincts kicked in immediately. "Hey, what's wrong?" she asked, setting down a steaming cup of latte. Maria sighed. "It's Tessa. We had another fight about her going on tour. I support her career, but the long-distance thing is really starting to get to me. Sharon nodded sympathetically. Relationships are hard, sweetie, but you two love each other. You'll find a way to make it work. Back at the Newman Ranch, Victoria was pacing in her living room when Billy stormed in. His face was a mask of barely controlled fury. "What's so urgent, Billy?" Victoria asked, striving to keep her tone calm. Billy threw a crumpled piece of paper onto the coffee table. "This," he said bitterly. "I found it in Johnny's backpack. It's a letter from Johnny to his new dad, Adam." Victoria's heart sank as she picked up the letter. The words were simple, written in Johnny's neat handwriting, but they cut deep. It was clear that Johnny was reaching out to Adam, seeking a connection that he felt was missing. "Billy, he's just a kid. He's confused," Victoria tried to reason, but Billy wasn't having it. Confused because Adam is manipulating him, just like he manipulates everyone else. The argument escalated quickly, voices rising as years of unresolved tension and betrayal surfaced. Johnny, hiding at the top of the stairs, listened with tears in his eyes, wishing he could make the adults understand. At the Chancellor Mansion, Abby Newman was dealing with her own crisis. Chance had left early for work, leaving her alone with Dominic, who had woken up screaming from a night terror. Abby's heart broke as she tried to soothe her son, but his cries wouldn't stop. She wondered if the recent turmoil in their lives was affecting him more than she realized. "Shh, it's okay, Dom," she whispered, rocking him gently. "Mommy's here." In the midst of all the personal drama, the corporate battle at Newman Enterprises raged on. Victor Newman was in his office, strategizing his next move. The cryptic threat Adam had received was not lost on him. He knew there were enemies lurking in the shadows, waiting for a chance to strike. Victor's thoughts were interrupted by a knock on the door. It was Nikki, looking worried. "Victor, we need to talk about Victoria and Billy. Their fighting is getting out of hand," she said. Victor sighed. "I know. But they have to work it out themselves. Our interference will only make things worse." As the day progressed, tensions continued to rise. At Society, Phyllis Summers was having a tense lunch meeting with Nick Newman. Their relationship had always been a roller coaster, and today was no exception. "Nick, we need to talk about Summer," Phyllis said, her eyes narrowing. "She's making some questionable decisions and I'm worried." Nick nodded, knowing Phyllis was right. "I know, but Summer's an adult. We can't control her life." Phyllis rolled her eyes. "We can at least try to guide her." As the afternoon sun began to set, the storm clouds of the day's conflicts showed no sign of dissipating. At the Newman Ranch, Victoria and Billy finally reached a tentative truce, agreeing to put Johnny's needs first, even if it meant swallowing their pride and working together. They both knew that Adam's influence was a problem, but fighting amongst themselves wasn't the solution. Adam, meanwhile, received another message, more threatening than the last. He knew he needed to stay vigilant, but his thoughts kept drifting back to Connor. Protecting his son was his top priority.